We are the one-stop shop for apartment developers. You're a developer, you've got a certain number of skills. You'd like to build apartments. You're missing a certain set of skills. We have those skills.
Derek always follows his clients very closely. It's not just a broker that will come and disappear once a deal is done. It's an ongoing relationship.
So developers typically come to us with an idea as to a specific site they want to develop or a specific market they want to penetrate for purpose-built rental. The first thing we would do is conduct a feasibility study to let them understand as to whether they should be developing either on that specific site or in that market.
These feasibility studies then become the preliminary roadmap for the developer to take that initial white canvas that he brings us, a site with zoning in place sometimes. Then we help the developer and his team design the ideal building to go on that site to maximize profitability.
The next stage is financial modeling of the project. We have developed a comprehensive financial model that takes into account the entire life cycle of the project, starting with purchase of the land, through to the completion of the development, through to the lease-up of the project, and finally to the sale of the project.
And we'll either give you our financial model or train your people to adjust their financial model so it takes into account the nuances for apartment development, leasing, and stabilization.
Next is our marketing, which begins with the charrette. The charrette is a series of meetings with you and your team.
Your development guys, your construction guys, your property manager, your architect, your landscape designer, your interior designer. We're working with these third parties to get everyone's knowledge onto the table, designing the best building we can based on the research that we've already done.
We then go on to create and execute the detailed marketing plan that covers everything from branding to your website, to your digital advertising, and even social media.
But our marketing process works hand in hand with our leasing process. So we execute the marketing plan when the hoarding first goes up. And then through the process of construction, closer to the end of construction, we're going to hire and train the leasing team that's going to go into your property and rent those apartments for you. And that's really where all the money gets made.
Everything we do as leasing agents, from greeting future tenants in the lobby to sending thank you cards when they've completed their tours, is done with one reason in mind, and that is to maximize your rents and to increase your profits.
Derek and his crew are extremely bright, helpful, very quick, and I'd highly recommend them to anyone who was considering heading in that direction.
The last stage in the end-to-end process is to sell your building, and who better off to sell your building than the company that's been working with you from the beginning and knows your building inside and out. SVN has sold 25% of the most expensive new apartment construction deals in Canada, as well as 50% of all the student housing deals across Canada.
Derek and his team have been fantastic to work with in a lot of aspects. The consulting, the business has been great, and the sale, the brokerage has been fantastic too. I learned a lot, and I'm looking forward to doing lots more business with Rock Advisors.
We are the sixth largest brokerage firm in Canada in terms of transaction volume, but we're number one in deal size. Our average apartment deal is $10 million more than our nearest competitor. We've been in this business of developing apartments and leasing apartments for over 30 years. And we've really had the good fortune and the privilege of working with just some extraordinary developers.